So I've been hearing everybody's comments and thoughts about Kanye West and how they feel about his statements in the interview, and I've been seeing he's getting a lot of negative energy, um, which it, it's it was bound to happen. Because I mean, what he's trying to do, a lot of us aren't ready for, and the way he's doing it, um, is not. It just wasn't the right way in what we're dealing with as a culture, in a sense. But um, I don't think that's fair to call him crazy. I don't think it's fair to bash his thought process or what he's doing as far as knowing his agenda. If you don't have all the facts about situations, or why a person feels the way they feel, you should kind of hold back on the judgmentation of them. But this is what I think Kanye West really means when he says 400 years of slavery was a choice. Why wasn't it a choice? I mean, um, right now, if they kick in our doors and it's martial law, and they tell you, look, hey, either come with us or boom, be gone, or this happened, that's a choice. No matter how you look at it, whether you choose the safe route or you choose to stay in what you believe in, to stay in your ground, to remain you. Either way it go, it was a choice. So I most definitely agree and understand what he's saying. To get even to give more of a deeper example into what I think his mentality was behind the statement, was that it depends on how you look at what slavery is and how you look at slavery, because there's different kinds of slavery. There's physical slavery, there's mental slavery, hell, it's emotional slavery if you don't know how to control those. So, but if we just focus on the slavery he was hitting on, the physical slavery, then again, yes, it still was a choice. Because either, again, you had the choice to physically be a slave or to spiritually be free. It just, to me, I guess it just depends upon who those current individuals were in that time. If you were strong spiritually, I don't like to use the word religion because it's takes topics in too many places, but spiritually, depending on where they was, that wouldn't have mattered. They would have stood their ground, and who they were, they would have believed in the essence of their creation and the essence of their journey, and owning up to this is their fate, in a sense, instead of choosing that punishment of, in a sense, not taking the cheap way out. I don't want to disrespect my heritage at all like that, but choosing to deal with this instead of having to deal with the outcome of that, whether it be death, whether it be whatever. You know what I mean? It's all about what you attach to. You get what I'm saying? That's why I said it depends on that, where that spirituality of that individual was, to be able to, like some of the slaves and some of our ancestors, they jumped off ships. They didn't, that was just that. They chose to spiritually be free. Those who fought against, those who died, those who were murdered during the beginning of that, they chose to be free. So that's what Kanye West means. 400 years of slavery was a choice, man. It was a choice. Now, to say it was a choice to continue to deal with set slavery, that's where you kind of tiptoe on things, because what your conditions is, or what they are currently in those times. That's just what they were. So they had to deal with whatever they had to deal with once they got here. When they got here, that's a different story. And I think that's what fluttered a lot of people's feathers about Kanye West's statement, was because he's saying he didn't direct it into a certain area or aspect of slavery as far as middle, beginning, and end. But just in the beginning, yes, it was most definitely a choice. More so in the middle, it was more so what we had to deal with to survive in lands that we were not comfortable in, or we really didn't know, or we didn't have the right whatever. We had to do what we had to do in order for us to thrive and for us to survive and keep an existence as a culture or whatever. But so I understand that part. And then towards the end, you know, it was just more so that's deep too. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother level that I don't want to get into. But yeah, Kanye West, man, I understand you. Maybe it's a Gemini thing. I'm a Gemini too. And maybe it's just how we were aligned in our paths in life or whatever, the breakdown of who we are. But I understand it. And we got to start sitting back and start, instead of judging people's thoughts and comments, and really kind of take of a more I guess philosophical way of communicating these thoughts and expressing ourselves, because at the end of the day, we should all be able to express ourselves and not get such a negative impact. Instead, it should have been what he was trying to do. It should have sparked the conversation of, dang, wow, why is he saying this, or why is he think like that? What has he endured, or what has he seen to come to this conclusion? Because we all go through different aspects of our life to make us come with our insight and hindsight and foresight of things. You get what I'm saying? So we just gotta quit judging each other and really sit back and kind of articulate each other a little more, and get a better comprehension of each other, and discuss more openly and freely without having to worry about being judged, because that's our biggest problem now. As a people, we judge each other too much. We don't open up to each other's creativity and idealism, and we got to take a different approach in this world. And I think that's what's wrong with the world now. Everybody is thinking too one-minded in a sense. So Kanye, you got my agreements with that. I may not agree with everything you do or say, but when it comes to that statement, I understand. I'll catch y'all later. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell me how you feel about it. Tell me how you feel about how I feel about it. This is all to spark the conversation. I'm trying to take this statement into a direction where I feel Kanye's would have wanted it to go, to talk more in depth about a lot of the things that we're choosing to deal with. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, again, be great, be positive, attack today with a purpose. Always be you, and be great again.